these are adults. You do whatever you want to do, but if you at least protect yourself, how can you, at this point in time, have 2 women pinning pregnancies on you? You know, I just feel like it's a lot. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the James and Ori Show. The entertainment show designed to just pretty much analyze, dissect, and scrutinize the news and happenings around.
James recently bought a dictionary, so
local and international news. You know, basically.
Anyway, yes. While James is saying what I don't know, big words I've never heard. It must be exciting for everybody to understand what has been happening online over the past few days. I don't know what is exciting, Sha, but interesting. I think that's the word, interesting. You know, we've heard about David, heard about Monkey W. Let's just say that men are working.
No, so before we go into the, because I think that's we have a lot of very shaky and controversial, scandalous, and suspecting and accusing stories. When we come to that one,
yeah, exactly.
But let's take away the do the soft one, the soft landing first.
Yeah, exactly. First and first.
Congratulations to Burna Boy and Thames for their awards at the just concluded BET awards. Burna Boy got the award for the best international artist. I think this is the second one. Is this the second one?
I don't know. I feel like the guy should probably win it
like
every
the second
year.
or maybe is second or third. I don't know. I think maybe it's the second one.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyway. And then Thames for collaboration. Yeah, I feel like that collaboration award she has won. Did she not win it last year too? I don't know.
No, this year Grammys.
Not only. Was it Grammy? Okay, yeah. Was it Grammys? Yeah.
Wait for you.
Okay. Shout out to Nigeria.
Yeah, shout out to them. I saw that somewhere that LeBianca, the Cameroonian artist, won a category, and their category also Ashake, which of course led people to make all their noise about singing in Yoruba and everything. You know, people always make such comments when stuff like that happens. But I have to say that, frankly, it looks like Ashake has gotten a bit further than Olamide did. I think.
In terms of nomination?
In terms of maybe crossover.
I can't remember Olamide.
I can't remember Olamide getting a nomination at one of these big Oyibo awards. Of course, I do not know. And especially now again that we have the category. What's it called now? For
that's the Grammys?
Yeah, for the Grammys, for African performance at the Grammys. It looks like maybe he actually might crack there again not before, because Olamide is pretty much semi-retired anyway. And anyway, every Ashake win reflects nicely on Olamide. But you know how this thing works. You cannot stop comparing to people who seem like they are kind of similar in a very interesting way. So yeah, congratulations to LeBianca for that win. Maybe one day Ashake will be coming. But James, think about it. Isn't there something to be said about the language one uses to make music?
I don't think it should be an issue, because we've had reggae music is not particularly English, it's patois, so to speak, and
that is true.
It has a space when it comes to world music recognition. We have French artists or people who speak French language in their music or make French music. That's also, but this now. We're talking about language, and I now remember that there's like a Spanish Grammy award or something.
Latin
Grammys. Do you understand? So would that be like a reason why they now created that kind of event or award for Latin people? Because if it's termed Grammys, that means it has to be an offshoot from the main Grammys.
To be honest, funny, I've never actually researched anyone about that, so I really don't know. But I know that there are like Latino categories at the main Grammys,
and then now hear about Latin Grammys. So I don't think language should be a thing, because again, don't forget that the great King Sunny Ade had been nominated for the Grammys before, and King Sunny Ade.
But that was in the world music category.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah,
which is generally non-English speaking. Generally,
can we say it's non-English?
It's kind of like the international category at the Oscars too, which is like non-English.
Okay, but I don't think language should be a thing. But the way it's going is seeming like maybe somehow, some way, maybe language.
It's not the way it's going. It has always been like that.
If you look at someone like Tubaba, who had won that
BET.
One of the no, I don't think Tumba won BET. It was MTV that he won.
Okay.
And Tumba, his music at the time, even maybe till now, still pidgin, so to speak.
Yeah, but
And,
you know that no. But
yeah.
I feel like the thing is, there's a kind of disjointedness somewhat with African music. People like Ashake. On the one hand, your music supposedly sounds modern, so it doesn't have that Angelique Kidjo vibe. It doesn't have that Tinariwen vibe. It doesn't have those guys that are doing cool traditional. So even the Sony Ade vibe, you get your music sounds, because let's face it, Ashake's mostly influenced are like hip hop and Fuji. You get, so hip hop is modern music. You get, so a lot of that sound. It means that as an artist in the West, he can't really tap into the beats that has to do with what's it called now, traditional, what they think is traditional African sound. Though you get, is more modern. On the other hand, when it's modern music that is not reggaeton that has had its own time or reggae, it feels like you need to be singing in English to get, or the Spanish people, you need to be speaking English to kind of get some kind of traction within the Americas.
But when you get nominated at all, wouldn't that mean that they had done all the checks and balances before?
And we are, of course, we are in a space of now where people are shouting inclusion and diversity and everything. So let's face it, the bar has been totally reduced. That okay, you don't have to be strictly whatever to get certain things. So the BET, again, let's not forget, B there means black. They too, in their own bid to be inclusive, they will look around. The biggest country probably in music now that is not the major powers is Nigeria. Who are the people who are doing well there? Ashake is probably number one for like the past 2 years. You know, I feel like that's probably how it gets nominated. It's not like anybody particularly understood the music of what he was doing. So, and again, maybe it just be kind of boss Libyanka. Let's face it, Libyanka's song is one, it's in English. Two, an African woman, even more diversity points than an African man. Then it is a very, I'm not even going to lie, it's a very conscious,
topical,
brilliant
song.
Yes.
In fact, it became a instant global hit.
Yes.
Because of the subject matter.
Yes.
Surrounding the song.
And you know, there are days that I think about that. I'm like, Nigeria is a fucked up country. Because I'm thinking myself like, this thing is something everybody probably relates with. We have never addressed that topic in any of our big songs. It's so weird to me. Like, okay, that's to tell you, like, it feels to me like there are just a lot of topics that affect Nigerians all as humans, that even with the popularity and our so-called size of our music business, we haven't even touched. Because how is it that
struggling to see whether I can even
single one, woman, yash, money, you know?
I feel like
those are like,
did MI do something around that?
MI's album had like a lot of depression kind of like songs, but you know, MI again, he's not the most pushy kind of artist. 1 or 2 videos, poof, the end. It's not like he's doing like singles like and through 3, 4, 5 singles and pushing them heavily. Not really. So the songs actually dealt with that kind of a topic on the MI album. This was on what's the name? I think it was Young Denzel. Those songs did not really get any sort of like major mainstream push. You know, one. The other person will probably be Omale is probably the person who will say that, you know, does. But Omale's music might be a little bit more abstract. Bianca is like naming the thing, saying exactly what the issues are. You get. Omale might be more abstract, more clever, more poetic about.
No, I think Omale would have been just talking about himself. And
no, but Bianca is also about himself.
That song, what's that of that song? You know me by my window. All down the window. Oh gosh, man, I'm terrible. I can't remember it. Let's leave it.
Okay.
Look, moving on to more depressing stories.
More depressing. Okay.
It's more depressing.
James,
for the people involved.
What is James? What is this depressing story? Can you please tell us?
Involved, first of all, news broke. It wasn't even the news itself. It was just like, what's what I would use? Headline. No, not just headline. It's not the headline part of it. It's the, you know, when somebody that's in her usual, his or her usual, I don't know why I'm just trying to put, okay, the name Gist Lover, for God's sake, put out a story, just putting bits and pieces of a situation that wasn't even clear. No name was mentioned, but just said your favorite artist who is married. Who did the person say it's supposed to be a pastor? I don't think the person said pastor.
No.
But
James gave me the story wrong. Let me tell you what
please
the story
help me. I'm stressed.
So James is combining two different stories. They're not the same stories. So an anonymous blogger said that a musician turned politician had an affair, and the babe had done a few abortions for him in the past, but was once again pregnant, and this pregnancy was the lady who was pregnant was threatening to go ahead with giving birth to the child, and it was causing a bit of a ruckus in the person's home and everything. So that was the first gist. So this gist, no name was given, but there were enough features or details in the post for people to kind of figure out who it was about. So that went viral, and that, by the way, was kind of how the Banky W story and Adesowa whatever went viral. So the idea was that people pitched it against, okay, the politician turned the former musician who is not a politician was Banky. His fair skinned wife is Adesowa, and the person who was pregnant for him, who he said they were lovers before he met Adesowa, was Niola, who, as some people might remember, was one of the artists on the EME roster back in the day. So this was that story. So that one went viral, and then people were like, of course, as you can imagine, online, whatever, people were making all kinds of comments about the whole thing. Banky himself did not say anything. In fact, he just came and said he might go to church tomorrow when the thing kind of blew. So that's one of the stories. So there's another one that came up. We'll talk about that one. But yeah, let's finish this Banky one.
I mean, clearly, it went viral, and people, even though no name was mentioned, people just plugged it on Banky, and both the ones that were already attacking him and attacking Niola and connecting their record. In fact, they said Niola, one of Niola's songs that time, if I don't know the title of that song, one of that song actually, they just said that she was referring to Banky W because the song had to do with somebody who had to see that. Yeah, somebody about a love interest who had his wife or something, another woman, yeah, and then was keeping her on the side, and until, and then she didn't like that particular situation and whatever. That's that particular song, and people just look, the worst place to go to when your name is in question is Twitter, because the way they shred people, they pull out things from different places and piece it together on Twitter. Twitter is a place where if you say my name is and stop there ... somebody is waiting to complete the sentence, and somebody else will take it again until you go around and see that the story will go, and then different subjects will just be trending. Now, the interesting thing was that Banky didn't even flinch. He didn't even care. They didn't say nothing. Look, me, I'm a social media investigator. If something breaks on the internet, I look for everywhere. I go to comment place. Don't blame me. I'm not particularly like an amebo or somebody or something. I'm actually I'm actually a journalist. Sometimes I can be investigative in my doings. I can be investigative in my doings. Like I can find out anything. Look, just give me one single line, a sentence or whatever. I can find it out for you on social media. That's just some kind of a gift or profession that I have to proudly say I can, pull off. Now, but in Banky's own case, I checked, I tried my best. Not even on Banky's birthday did Niola say happy birthday on her page. It was not there, except it was deleted later. But I did not say anything. So I was trying to connect the dots, but I just couldn't place it. And then Banky did not, even plus at this one, none of them made any did not react at all until we now saw Banky saying don't miss church next day. I even watched his service, the sermon, the next day. I think it was on YouTube. I watched on YouTube where he did not directly address anything. He just talked about.
He did not address it. He was talking about.
He just moved on with whatever he was talking about, which I actually liked at the end of the day. But while we're still there waiting that maybe this news will, and then when it comes to some accusation of pregnancy and stuff, I mean, except the maybe the love interest or the matter, the person in question eventually goes on, in quotes, terminates the pregnancy or no longer keeps the pregnancy. It's just a matter of months, you know if somebody is really pregnant.
Exactly.
You cannot hide.
It's not too hard.
Yes, I cannot hide it. So moving on from that point, from this story now, for me personally, I thought, okay, even though this the Gist blogger story was I thought it was for Banky. I now thought that maybe that whole thing that she painted, or that person painted in the post was not even about Banky. I say, whoa, so the person was referring to Davido, but always doesn't think.
No, that's not what
so
happened.
I think the dividing factor, or the factor in the situation, is the fact that the other story said that it was a musician turned politician. David
exactly,
is
not a politician. Exactly.
So now this one is way different, because this one came with a lot of receipts, which is clearly the last thing we're talking about right now. And I feel like this might take some minutes to talk about, but we'll try and see how we can keep it as short as possible, because of the way it's not even us, it's the way Anita Brown had broken it down. Like the receipt, they said they met in 2017 in Dubai or so, and from that time they have been doing stuff. I mean, there are some things that came out from her own account of the story that I thought was, hey, she said that she didn't know Davido was married. I mean, 2017, Davido wasn't married, if that's what she meant.
Yeah.
But you know, moving from that time, somebody that you have been with, or somebody you were dating.
Isn't Davido's married? It's not early this year or late last year it happened.
It was early this year. I went official.
So yeah, I think she was saying that she didn't know at the time. I don't think she said she doesn't know now. She did not know at the time that she was sleeping with a married man. But to be fair, he was actually married.
He wasn't married at the time.
That's actually, to be honest, he wasn't married at the time. So and yeah, but for me the thing is just hell had no fury like a woman's scorn, because man, just like my goodness, I'm thinking about Davido's mental health, just because apparently from just watching the way the thing started. So anyway, let me try and make it short, like a short introduction to what exactly happened. So this anonymous blogger put up this thing, different story by the way, from the initial one about the politician lady. That was a different post. People are trying to, like James said, they think it's the same, but it's not the same. There's a different post that she made saying that, or she or he, I don't know, the anonymous blogger made anyway, about how there was some kind of trouble with Davido. Okay, people saw that and were like, okay, interesting. And she came again, or rather, the blogger came again and said, and put up a photo of the girl, the alleged pregnant baby mama, the Davido's photo, and I think Chioma's photo as well. Now this time there was still no name, but Nigerians who are like James, investigative geniuses, went to go and find out the woman. So even before this thing became big, if you go to the lady's page by the one Instagram, you will see that a day, 2-3 days before the thing blew, there were already people on her page insulting her for sleeping with a married man. They did not know the full story at the time, but they had seen the photos on this person's blog, on Insta blog, and then had joined their 2 and 3 together and went to start already making trouble with the lady. Apparently, at that same time, the lady had actually said that she wanted to do something with David in a way, you know. So, but David had blown her off, it looks like, and do your worst kind of thing, you know. He was not happy, but you know, do what you want to do. But he now started going to check stories. I know how Instagram is set. If anybody checks your stories, you can find the person's name. So she screenshots those that of him looking at her stories and then posted it, which of course just means more bad news for my guy. So my guy now understanding that it's like this matter is serious than I thought it was, decided to go and figure out how to appease the gods. Unfortunately for him, in appeasing the gods now, people were still attacking this babe. So even after it looks like they had settled, the attacks continued, and at some point she just snapped and decided to go all out and say exactly what had happened, even now posting the exchange that she had with Davido about her taking down the post she made initially and saying that she was hacked. She did all of that. She posted the links of Davido asking her to do it. So it just felt to me like such a brutal way to go about, like, it was crazy. Yeah, it's just
I felt sometimes always when things happen like this, I feel like the person, there would have been a plot or a plan ahead of, you know, when anything goes wrong or something. Because I feel like for example, you and I, we talk a lot, or we hang out as well and stuff, and then for me to be pulling out my phone, even when you are joking, when we are making jokes, and I'll be recording you saying this and this, that, I'll keep it. Then another day we have another conversation or banter, and then you say this and this, and then I keep it. Do you understand?
No, but
and
yeah.
then maybe one time, okay.
No, but that isn't what she did.
No,
She
but it
didn't.
seemed like it. Because
No.
She kept receipts from hotel
No,
payment. She kept.
No. The major receipt that she showed was the one that he just sent to her, like on the 23rd. So that's very recent. It's 23rd or something. Very or 16th. Very recent. This June is that one that she put up was that one. Then I think what happened is when the thing was going bad, to show people that look, me and this guy are familiar, as I've said we are. Is WhatsApp. The other thing was WhatsApp, and it was regular text, and I think maybe iPhone or iMessage or something. She just screenshots all those ones and put it. So it was the other girl. So of course, after this one blew and then people were talking about it, another girl shows up, a French girl, and says that she too is pregnant with Davido and she's not going to take it out. That so that means he's even trying to get a football team or so. She was making jokes about the whole situation. Then she now is the one who now put up a video where Davido was calling her, talking about something, and she recorded that one.
Just imagine.
So that one she now shared just to tell people that, you know, it's not like
I'm not just
me and this guy, me and this guy really even know. So they recorded that one. So you're right in the sense that, but somebody, funny enough, is that it was like me and you. Somebody's calling you on the phone, and I'm here, and I'm videoing you as
you
you're talking
understand?
to him.
Yes.
So
and you
just
put
like
the phone on speaker or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
So that you can record. That's what I'm saying. That it somehow just feel like setting to get the person up for downfall. Now, I don't blame.
But thank God, nothing said in that whatever was about. Thank God.
I don't blame. I mean, here it's not even about pointing fingers or trying to say, okay, this is
pointing fingers. Those men are really like so harsh, so brutal, man.
At the end of the day, the man calls the woman cannot just get herself pregnant. And then if you're having intercourse with anybody without protection, you cannot assume that nothing will happen now. You cannot just stay and then tomorrow they say she's pregnant.
James,
how would the pregnancy come up if you didn't put
James is saying that's true, but still, wait, but still, you forget that besides a condom, there are all kinds of things you could do, and
like
a lot of the time, a man who doesn't want pregnancy assumes or instructs or tells or suggests to the girl that, oh, you're a big girl, you will take care of yourself. I like how you said suggest. Abi? I'm saying any of these things. I can advise any of these things. What you will do, you will do. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Take the pills. Abi? Even one of the exchanges he said in whatever with the two of them is that, oh, so the pill did not work. You get? Whether she took it, we don't know. You know? But the fact of the matter is that you assume that, wait now, look, there are a lot of big girls in the world, there are a lot of big boys in the world. End of the day, not everybody is getting pregnant. Some of them are doing what they need to do. Some of them, like our two sisters here, are probably not doing what they need to do. Whether it is strategic or by mistake, I do not know. What I do know is that to come out later, to come and talk about it publicly, is what I have like a big issue with. Let's not forget that before now, I think it was last 2 years or so, or 2020 or so, when a girl from the UK, you know, announced that she had Davido's baby. Okay. Remember? And till now, I think she granted an interview some months ago saying that she's still taking care of her child and stuff. Maybe alone or maybe supported. No, I feel like they settled that thing. Didn't take a photo of with the kid recently. I think I saw something. That's what I'm saying. So at least that's something that I think that was even one of the things that probably was because of Davido and Chiyoma's first one of their. I wouldn't know. I feel like, man, they've had so many whatever. So, but what actually is of concern to me as far as this situation is concerned is I know that two consensual adults, whatever they do, is supposed to actually their business. But yes, I understand the part of bringing it to this internet. But you know, when some people want to fight, they fight really, really dirty. They don't care. And then especially when there's this thing that they can hold you ransom. America is not even a place where you can. Yeah, but yes, that's what I'm saying. That what in this person do to you? So I'm thinking now that one of the conversations that I saw in that whole that she put out was there was this Clark Adeleke. Yes, who was telling her, or who had a conversation with her about terminating the pregnancy, saying that they're going to give her money or whatever she wanted or whatever. But if you don't want to terminate pregnancy, no problem. I wish you all the best or good luck.
that statement also, I mean, with the way she responded, also probably pissed out. She was like, oh no, that she's good. She doesn't need their good luck or well wishes, whatever. And she's fine. So I'm just really thinking that it might just be the way the fans went after her. You know how when people are trolling, you know how crazy it can be. We don't really know.
I know, but I'm saying, but that is the fans attack you. I get that. It looks to me, like I said earlier, Davido had actually tried to settle this stuff with her in private. Why do you now come and destroy the same Davido? He was only trying to, I mean, from the exchanges with her, he's a very calm, honestly, Davido's exchange with this woman, made me feel like, he's probably a good guy to hang around with, you know. Very calm, no wala, just easily trying to say, you know, why are you doing me like this now, you know? Try and help me out with this kind of stuff you get. Everything I feel like he's done is conciliatory. His fans are a different crazy ass whatever. Nigerians, my movie fans, Nigerians who just don't like to hear that somebody slept with somebody else's wife generally as a people. You know, that's in pieces of those ones took it on their own head. But why is it that in trying to destroy everything, it is the person who's trying to reconcile with you that you now decide to destroy?
But can this really destroy this situation? Can it destroy Davido?
No, Davido is what's the word now? Is non-sticky. Davido will always be great. He doesn't have a problem in terms of his career. But there isn't a single person in the world who would open his phone and you are trending. What is that line from Zinoliski? I'm trending and I don't know why. You get? There's a single person who would see that, look at the reason why it's trending, something that was supposed to be entirely personal. Because there's a reason why David was trying to settle with this girl before the thing blew. It's clear doesn't want this kind. Who wants this kind of wala on top of their head? Especially
for the wife Choma.
Exactly.
Who
so you have
actually is pregnant at the moment.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. You know. So your wife is pregnant. You had a turbulent past few years. You get. You just released an album that some people like the album just because of the sympathy of what happened to his kid last year. You get. And then suddenly this kind of thing hits you. So you are right. Davido is untouchable. He has enough money that this is not a big problem. But I'm saying that mentally, emotionally, this is a huge drain. He's going on a tour. He has this kind of wall on his head, and who knows? I mean, just to speak broadly, who knows about how, if he's trying to position himself for certain kinds of things, this kind of big, it has now blown, has now kind of felt like, what is this? You probably will not lose brand sponsorship and everything else because it's Davido and it's too big to fail, you know. But things like maybe the Grammy, things like all those kind of things, where you're trying to put yourself into this kind of place, you get, you probably, it depends on who interviews him. He does an interview now with one of these big papers, and if they know about it, so they want to ask him. You know, it's kind of distracting you from what you really want to do. So career wise, he'll be fine, but there is no way he was going to come out of this not feeling like you know, why. So yeah, that's why I feel like, if I was thinking yesterday, they said that shit, I can't just imagine the amount of phone calls his father, you know, that kind of thing. Your father will not be calling you, David, what is this thing that we are hearing? Your wife's people will call you. You receive all kind of text messages, guy.
So for me,
I don't envy him. It's crazy. It's crazy.
For me, when it comes to when you're in a position like of power or, you know, fame, I feel like that should be like a position where you need to be more
careful.
Look,
I agree.
Let's not even deny the fact that one of the artists that I feel like I'm very so much impressed and actually applaud is the band. I mean,
the band had the rape scandal.
There was no proof for it. He wasn't.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
Yes, the band still, regardless. But when did that incident happen? When did that whole gist come out?
It was just like 2 years ago now.
2 years ago, right? But that was when the band in his prime, who sold or marketed himself as a sex icon, Coco Master, and all of that, did not have any of this kind of scandal or situation.
Okay.
The rape one is, we don't know. We cannot really speak on that because
we cannot
it was
speak.
not
Yes,
dealt with in any way. You understand? So, but the band in his prime and how he was did not.
But you can say the same thing about Banky now.
Who? Yes, Banky too, no doubt.
Those guys, in fact, Manuel's two-face, really. That generation of artists, they didn't really have
stuff like activities like that. You know, so what I'm saying in essence now is about, even with someone like
social media too have not become that big.
No, but even regardless, I mean, would have seen the result.
The band might have a side child somewhere, we don't know, because it's no longer popping like that.
We don't know, but even at that, okay, because the truth is that even if he did, somehow, some way, would have heard by now. You can't hide it for two. You can't be that good. When they called, we knew that he had a child. Even when
we knew that one. Yes. We knew that one. Yes.
But what I'm saying in essence is that protecting. Okay, look, who's bigger right now than Odogu, than Burna Boy? Do you understand? Burna Boy is literally can get any babe that he wants and everything. And he has been, even with the girlfriends that he went public.
Burna Boy is a violent man. You
but
know
what's
that.
important? What's
you don't want to fuck with him.
Hey, boy, even at that. Well, yeah, if you don't want to fuck with him because he's violent, but I don't think it's. Let's not even just say. But if you plant a seed, the seed might grow. But if you don't plant any seed,
people say
will not.
The magic of pulling out.
Just why you're pulling out or not even using or using protection
condom,
would have been great, because that's the only way we can. These artists can escape, or anybody can escape that kind of situation. Nobody's saying don't play around or don't do what you want to do. We are not the ones that will come out. We are not moral police.
Moral police, don't play around. It's me. Moral police means.
Stop playing. But these are adults. You do whatever you want to do. But if you at least protect yourself, how can you at this point in time have two women pinning pregnancies on you? I just feel like it's a lot. Maybe the best you can do at this moment is even protect yourself. Trust nobody, because how can you just even have this and then go and then say, hope you took the pill? And what if they don't? What if they just want to use you as their meal ticket for life? You know, yeah. You are supposed to be like a major target when you are in this kind of position.
There's a Chris Brown line about this. She told me to take the condom off because she want that check every month. I know what you want, but you're not gonna get it.
It's what it is.
So anyway,
that's what it is. So
unfortunately, let's see how it plays out, because of course the story is an ongoing story.
Yes.
We hope that another woman doesn't show up. But yeah, I think we have come to the end of this.
Yes, please.
Of this episode. Davido, of course, is an ongoing story, so we'll probably
we'll
back on it.
As at the past 2 days or so, 48 hours, he's been number one on the Twitter trending topic, and it's crazy. And this story is spiraling a lot of other. I've seen Pregnaton. I've seen. People had to pull back his late son again. I've seen the wife. It's just crazy. I feel sorry for him. Really. Yeah,
it's a bad, very bad question. Like to be in.
I'm just hoping that all they have to do is maybe have a conversation. Look, you can be pregnant for somebody, and you don't need to be dramatic about it. So that person is standing to be responsible and take care of what.
And their delicates will. They have money. They have people in politics.
They take care of their children.
They have reputation to protect, so they would not want to leave whatever.
It's not a big deal.
But it's unfortunate the way the waiting has gone.
Guess what, Oris? The Anita Brown, her followers is on a spike.
When I first I was there late, but when I first saw it was like 600 and something thousand. Wow. At this moment it was 750,000.
I even saw it when it was less than 500,000.
Okay.
Now it's
about 752 when I checked it today.
So she's probably, her stories are, I'm sure she had never seen this much activity.
Yeah, I think that's part of the thing too. Why the other babe too is probably cashing on the Ivanna babe, the French babe. Anyway, guys, we have come to the end of this episode, but we have not come to the end of the Davido episode. It's a different thing.
Yes. So fingers crossed.
We'll be back next week. Until then, please subscribe,
comment, and let us know what you think.
Comment, and if you find us on the street, say hi. If you find us on the streets of internet, on Twitter or Instagram, say hi as well.
Yes, that's Catch Oris Gram.
Exactly, Catch Oris Gram on Instagram. And Catch Oris on Twitter.
And Catch Oris on Twitter. I'm James Salas on Instagram. Still look for James Salas on Twitter. This is a video. We pretty much have seen our faces. So if you want to see what we do apart from this right here, you follow us on social media and holla at us. Let us know you're from the James and Oris on YouTube. We'll definitely holla back. Peace.